So I bought an RX 570, the 4GB version, in 2025 for under $70. People keep saying older GPUs are dead, but this one might surprise you. Today I'm testing it in modern games to see if it's still worth buying in 2025. The RX 570 was released back in 2017 and was one of AMD's most popular budget cards back then. It comes with 4GB of GDDR5 memory on a 256-bit bus and has a power draw of around 120 watts. AMD recommends at least a 450 watt power supply to run it safely. Even though it's an older GPU, it's still known for handling 1080p gaming quite well, especially in esports titles. I found mine secondhand on Facebook Marketplace for just under $70. Prices range from about $30 to $100 depending on condition and brand. So it's definitely possible to get one cheap if you look around. Before buying it, I made sure the card looks clean, had no damage, and the fans spun freely. I also asked the seller if it had been used for mining, just to avoid any surprises later on. Once I got it, I installed it, updated the drivers through AMD Adrenaline. Surprisingly, I managed to update the drivers, which is quite weird, especially considering how old this graphic card is. I tested the card across a few popular games like Valorant and some other AAA titles. At 1080p, the RX 570 does pretty well on esports games. In Valorant, it easily pushes well over 100 frames per second. If you mainly play competitive or lightweight games, this GPU still delivers a smooth experience in 2025. However, when it comes to newer graphical demanding games, this changes a lot. You can still run them, but you'll have to lower your resolution and settings to medium or even low in some cases. The 4 gigs of VRAM can become a limitation in most modern games, especially at higher resolutions. Still, with some tweaking, it is possible to get playable frame rates in most games if you manage your expectations. At times, it can be challenging to see your opponent because the resolution is so low. In my opinion, I feel that having higher frame rate is much better than having a high resolution. So that's something I'm willing to sacrifice. Mortal Kombat is one of the easiest games to run. I'm playing it at 1080p, max graphics, max settings, and it's a stable 60 FPS. Unfortunately, I can't show much of the gameplay because of obvious reasons. But I must say, it looks really good, it runs very nice, and it's really enjoyable. So here I have FC25. It's one of my favorite games that I enjoy playing. However, it's running at 1080p at the lowest graphical settings and I get a solid 60 FPS. It's very much playable and I really enjoy it. So here we have Forza Horizon 5. It's one of my favorite games that I really enjoy, and once again it's running at 1080p, low settings, but I'm getting well over 60 FPS. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. It's definitely playable and quite enjoyable. So, is the RX 570 still worth it in 2025? Honestly, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're on a tight budget and just want to play some esport titles or older games at 1080p, then yes, it's still a great option. However, if you want to play the latest AAA games with high graphics settings and smooth performance, then this card will definitely struggle. So in my opinion, the RX 570 is still worth it as long as you know what you're getting. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what GPU you're currently using. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye for now.